Hello again to all of my beautiful designers. Welcome back to my channel. Today's DIY video is going to start out a little bit different. We're going to visit a couple of my favorite spots that I visit to get some of my DIY items. First stop is the beauty supply store. Not sure if you guys are aware, but the beauty supply store has an awesome 99-cent section that is great for when you want to bling things out. Our next stop is going to be famous Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree is a great place to get things when you're trying to do your arts and crafts. They have an ever-growing arts and crafts section. You guys definitely have to check it out. I am coming here to get the wooden Jenga blocks that I love to use that you see here. They're my faves. I have pretty much everything else. I also was checking to see if they had any of the silver bling wrap. And our last stop of the day is going to be Wally World for these great $2 placemats that I use throughout a lot of my designs. Hey everyone, I'm Michelle. I'd like to welcome you to My Michelle Designs. Hey guys, okay, a few things you're gonna need for this. 8x10 photo frame. Dollar Tree, I got 2 boxes of these. I call them Jenga blocks. They're like just wooden blocks from. We're gonna push these tabs out. We do want to keep these tabs, guys, so just kind of push them out of your way for now. We are going to use them in our design. Our glass, we're just going to set this over to the side for a sec. I'm going to fold these tabs in really quick so that I can do this part. We are going to use our Jenga blocks to make a design on the top of our frame, which will then become the decorative part of the top of our tray. So you see me just lining them all out. It is 5 on the long sides, and I believe there's 3 on the short sides for the first layer. I'm leaving a space in between each one, as you can see that I've done here. The next layer you're actually going to stagger right on top of these. And make sure you guys are not goofballs like I am and you go ahead and glue down the first set of blocks to the tray after you get them all lined out. Okay guys, the next part, we are going to stagger the next set on top of the open space that you have left. Go ahead and go all the way to our finish. You should have a design around your frame that looks something like the design I have here. We are going to go outside in a well-ventilated area. We are going to use our premium metallic Skyline spray paint. And no, I don't get paid to do any infomercials for them. We're going to go ahead and just spray it. No, the frame's already silver. Okay guys, now while my paint is drying on the one we are working on, I am going to go ahead and pre-cut strips of for the sides that I'm going to use. And I don't think we're going to do the whole tray mirror like I did on this one. I actually put a lot of mirrors on this one, and that's why I ran out, now that I think about it, because I literally did I did here on the frame, and then I did here, and I did here around the whole thing. Oh, and then yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to use that many, but I am going to grab a Jenga block to measure my pieces with, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my strips pieces that I'm going to need for that. Yeah, we're going to do that, and then I'll show you a couple other things. Okay guys, after we got done cutting our squares, I went ahead and got some of these plastic bracelets from the Dollar Tree. I I don't know if I showed you guys that. Anyways, oh, they come in a pack like this, and you get a 10 pack. 10, okay, for $1. So I just went ahead and cut 2 of them in half. Boom, boom. So I have my 4 pieces that I need right there. On the other one, I actually sprayed these silver. I'm not gonna do that on this one. I'm actually gonna cover them. Okay guys, I went to my bag of like scrap fabrics that I have. I don't know what I cut this off of. I think it was an apple bottom dress, but I don't know what this part right here was. Rewind. Actually, before we wrap it with the fabric, we're going to use this really thin wire that I have. I have it in silver, but no clue where it's at. You know how that goes. So you're going to wrap this around each piece of the bracelet that you have. You're going to leave maybe like 1.5 inches of wire down on each side, which is what we will use to wrap around the screws that we drilled in on the base of our tray. Okay guys, now for the fun part, we are going to get our gift bag. Whatever gift bag you choose is fine. I'm going to use this Tiffany & Company one. You guys know I love this teal color because it's on everything I own. So I'm just going to use the backing of the frame to measure. Want to make sure that I also get it center. Okay guys, once I'm satisfied with her, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my pen, pencil, kind of make a couple lines around so I know where to cut at. Once you have it cut out, we just need to adhere it to the back of the frame. I did notice that the back of this frame kind of has a rigid texture, which I do not want coming through. So I'm actually going to grab a couple pieces of cardstock that I have and cut and measure that. I am going to use spray adhesive to adhere. I think I did like 2 or 3 layers of the cardstock so that that rigid print from the frame would not come through. Okay, once I'm satisfied with the fact that that rigid print won't come through, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with my spray adhesive, each layer, and make sure that they all line up pretty good. Okay, and so you guys know I'm a goofball. I didn't really like the way the spray adhesive kind of left those spots, so I decided to glue the top on, or the next 2 layers actually. I'm just gonna go ahead and use glue stick. And you see me just making sure that everything is super flush. This part is going to be sealed, so we will not be able to go back. So I'm just trying to make sure that there's no air bubbles on this very last layer where I'm going to use the bag part. I am going to make sure that I have a lot of the glue as you see me doing here. I'm also going to grab one of my Cricut tools to make sure that I have a very flat and even surface. Once you've got that all done, I'm going to now go ahead and grab my beautiful placemat. I love using these placemats. I use them everywhere, you guys. I am going to actually cut a piece for each one of the sides. It does not have to be even. It does not have to be perfect. Remember, you are the artist. Does not have to be perfect, you guys. Does not have to be perfect. Sliding right into the next day. Okay, I think I'm ready now. Okay, guys. So yesterday we put our blocks on. We painted it. That's what it looks like when you get done. Ta-da! We also glued our placemat onto our mirror. You can see what that looks like. Cute, cute. We cut our Tiffany & Company bag here. I don't know why I have that right there. Okay, so next step is we are going to glue our glass inside of the frame so that it stays. You want to glue the glass to the you want to glue the glass to the frame so that it stays up. Just put in kind of like a little dot. Okay, clean as possible. Okay, we are going to now stick it inside of our vase. Michael's, I'll definitely leave the link down in the description box for you guys. They're a little expensive. Try to use your coupon that you can get. You know, you get that one coupon every time you can get a coupon online for Michael's every time you shop there, and then you can also get a coupon inside the store that they'll let you use. I'm just trying to turn the diamonds over. I think it's not going to matter because I think they move around. They can flip around. So anyways, I'm just going to put those inside of there like that. I'm going to see what that looks like. It's pretty. And I like the diamonds to be able to go underneath the, whatever that was that I had. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fold these tabs down to hold the glass in, like, you know, up there where it's at already. We're actually going to glue our holds the glass in place. We're going to actually glue this on the back. I don't know if it's going to fit down flush. It doesn't need to. If that makes any sense. Okay, yeah, so it will kind of fit. Oh yeah, we're going to center it so that it doesn't stay on flush like that. I meant to pull these little tabs out, which I never did. And of course, you know I'm gonna save those because I can use those for something else. Woo-hoo. Okay. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is feel like I need to cut 2 pieces to put, yeah, on the inside here, just to make sure that the kind of like to give it some stability. So I'm just gonna take this little stick, and it's just one of the round wooden dowels that you can get from the Dollar Tree. I have a whole bunch of them. I covered this one with gray duct tape. I'm going to glue this right on the inside of the frame. Once we've got that, now it's time to go ahead and close the frame up, I am using the hot glue to put just a little line all the way around the frame. Then I'm going to also use some heavy duty duct tape and tape all around the edges of the frame just to make sure that we have a very secure hold. Yes, honey. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to put some screws here for our little hand. These, I don't remember where. I think I got them at Home Depot, but they're basically just like tiny, or maybe Walmart, tiny little screws. This is what we're going to use. Though I don't know if you guys have those here. That's what the wire was for. We're going to wrap the wire around the screw. Screws screw down into the wood, but not all the way. We're going to leave a little bit of room so that we have something to wrap our wire to, and once we wrap our wires around, then we will screw it so it's flush with the wood, and then it also holds the wires. Once you guys are done with that, do go ahead and use your hot glue gun to leave a little dot to kind of secure your hold. And now for my favorite part, bring on the bling. Let's get it. I use a couple different things. These right here I got at beauty supply store that we went to, but I've used all of them already, so I don't have any more of this particular one. I think I have, here's a box of goodies right here, y'all. These, which might be really pretty. So you see when you cut the headband off or whatever, you see how pretty that is? This one, there's the other one. Sent y'all beauty supply store. It's the lick. Yes, honey. For any of you that are addicted to the bling like I am. Okay. I wish somebody would invent some glue with the hot glue gun that does not leave stringies. Can somebody do that, please? Stringy free glue. That's what I need in my life. I need it. Like yesterday. Now we're going to take our mirror tiles that we cut previously and go ahead and start adding them. I'm only going to do around the top row of the blocks, and I'm going to use probably some other kind of trim that I have. As I told you guys earlier in the video, these mirrors are not the cheapest, so it can get kind of pricey if you bling the entire thing out using the mirrors, and I'm trying to make this as cost effective as possible. Okay guys, now to jump to the final part of the project. This part of the project is completely and totally optional. Here are a couple of items that you will need for this. You will need 3 designer shoebox lids. You will need an 8x8 piece of lumber. You will also need Need a round oak dowel cut into 3 staggering pieces. Okay guys, I already had the wood. As you can see me, I am just cutting the wood down myself. This piece of wood is going to serve as the bottom to our table vanity trays. Okay guys, you see I have my 3 pieces cut. You're going to go ahead and drill your hole in the center. I am using these silver rings that came off of some lights that someone gave me. I'm also using silver metal candlesticks that someone gave me. As you can see, that round silver base there. But you guys will be using the wooden dowels. Next step is to go ahead and spray paint all of them silver, as you see I've done here. Once you have that done, what we are going to use to cover our base is going to be a concoction, if you will, that I mixed together of caulking, silver paint, and this weld glue. We are going to cover the entire wooden base with this mixture, and then we are going to cover it with, you know, my favorite, y'all, crushed glass. Once you have that mixed thoroughly, you're going to go ahead and just spread this concoction all over the base part of this. This is where we are going to put our crushed glass. Okay, once I add all of my crushed glass, you see me now pouring my Mod Podge on top to seal it. Okay guys, so it's been 2 days, I believe, that I let the top coat, or the bottom coat, however you want to say, no, the top coat of the crushed glass with my caulking mixture and my paint. So now we're going to do the sides, and I did all 3 of them, and they're all dry, and they look pretty. You see it? And I put my Velcro on there also for my tray. So I'm going to go ahead and do my... Okay guys, on the sides I'm going to use some of the bling wrap. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use bling wrap on all 3 of them. You guys can use whatever trim you feel is necessary. You could even do more of the crushed glass around the sides. Once I covered all of the sides with my bling wrap, I then chose to embellish them a little bit more by adding chains around the edges. You guys excuse my son, who does not ever care that I am recording a DIY. Alrighty, my beautiful designers, that is it for today's DIY video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And here is a finished look of our 3 shoebox vanity trays. I think they came out absolutely beautiful. And you can see them here with our crushed glass base and our chains around. Here's a look at all 4 of the trays that we made today, including the one that we made with the Tiffany & Company gift bag. They are very versatile. They can be set on top of the stands, or they can be set on top of your vanity table. And this is how we took trash to glam. Thank you guys again for watching. Until next time, designers.